dirt on my body. With big body. Block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize. That's something you don't know nothing about it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready, break. 19 Lions. Panthers 50, Panthers 50.
Play action. Stroud now. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Steeler defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Stroud here on 3rd and long. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Stroud. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he's able to work it here to the 8 zone, but it will leave them now with a third down situation.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Trap 50, trap 50. Go.
Stroud to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Elijah Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Well, Hal's going to mix it up here.
60 Bison, 60.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
60 Eagles, 60.
Hall again on second down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Brings up third and 8.
Faking the handoff. Howell. That's caught by the rookie Jaden Reed. He's going to have the first down and then some. He's on his way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaden Reed, 76 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
70.
Here's Stroud. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Ready.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
The throwing again is Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Fisher. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The Steelers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now they go play action with Howell. Now he's flat, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
4 seasons in the league, and even with the addition of the #1 overall pick to his defense last year, Allen remained the face of the Jaguars' pass rush. Again, led his team with 7 sacks and a career-high 4 forced fumbles.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Ready.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First down, Jacksonville.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This is caught. 23 yards on the play.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just needed the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Get it. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Jaguars 14, Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
One last shot before the break. Howell. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off for the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our
These two
EA
teams
Sports
making their
halftime
last-minute
report.
adjustment.
Coach.
The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's first and 5.
Powell.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
And once more, Howell back to the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Howell now to throw it. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Well, the play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll go play action. Howell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And Howe will throw it.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Now Howe. This one into the hands of Pitts.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Howe looking to throw again.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Howe throwing on 3rd down here.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That one 4th down here. That pass knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud looking to change the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An audible here to get a new look.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Street.
Moore, the man in motion.
Big Lion.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 7.
Go! 70 Timberwolves.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On first down, here's Stroud.
And this one is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
70.
Up the gun, McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
19 Lions.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use.
And that's caught inside the 30.
He may go.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
68 yards.
and the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Howell throwing for it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Bronco 80. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Warriors 70.
Stroud. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard
60
line.
Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Viking 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Stroud now on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Warriors 70.
Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll find Hall. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Breece Hall, 37 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Steelers 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And they're going to speed things up here. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. He's across midfield and finally brought down at the 38. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Now they'll audible to something else. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
60
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mike Gesicki, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jags have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They'll go play action. Howell.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Howell with one final shot.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.